Welcome and welcome back to the Born to Cruise channel. My name is Michael Merritt. I'm your gracious host of this channel. It's good to have you back today. So today I'm going to talk about 5 things that you need to watch when you are on a cruise ship as far as spending your money, right? Because we all know that we plan these cruises for a long time, but we only have a specific budget. And the cruise lines can make a lot of money. That's what they're there for. They're there to make money. They're there to entertain you. They're to give you the best of everything. If you have the money to afford it, that's great. Go get it. But a lot of times we are on budgets, and so I want you to remember before you go, especially if you're in the planning mode, because if you're anything like me, you are planning. You're planning your cruise, you're planning your excursions, you're planning your money. Where does my money go best? And I really have to plan and budget that. So I cannot just go full force in every single area out there. So one of the first things I always remind you to think about out of 5 things here that we're going to talk about today is the spa, the salon. You know, those services are great. It's really cool and great and wonderful to get a massage on a cruise ship, okay? But the main thing that I want you to know is that it's very expensive. If you've never had a massage on a cruise ship, it is not cheap. And a lot of times you can find those services at the ports that you're going to be going to for a third of the price. I mean, I've definitely seen in Costa Maya and Belize and different places that we've been on a few of our cruises here that these massages were given away on the beach. $25 for an hour, 30 bucks for an hour massage, and that's pretty cheap comparably to the ship. It's the same for services in the salon. Now, if you are wanting just to get a blowout and do all the makeup up and do things like that because it's an elegant night on the ship or whatever, I totally understand that. Go and get a blowout at the salon for a couple $100, 199 or whatever they charge now. I again not knocking the cruise ships because that's what they do. They're there to make money. They're there to give you the best of everything, and so that's why they have these services. But just know they're expensive, and the services at the spa and the salon are expensive. Okay, if you have the money, great. But when you're in the planning mode, think about it. Where's your dollar stretching? Number two, number two is to think about excursions. You know, excursions are great, and every port has excursions offered, and a lot of them, and they are offered through the cruise ship. And what that does is gives you the security. You know, the cruise ships offer that guarantee of no matter how late the excursion is, they will not leave you if you're on an excursion booked through them. Okay? I will tell you, they are in constant contact. We were in Aruba, and I lost my sail and sign card. And I was on an excursion, and I immediately started to panic and was like, man, I don't know what I'm going to do. And I told the guy immediately, and he was like, oh, hold on just a second. He picked up a walkie-talkie and called the ship, and they said, when you get through with the excursion, come back to the ship. We'll give you a new sail and sign card at the point of entry where you're coming back on the ship, and then you'll be back ready to go because Aruba was a long day. It was actually in port for 13 hours. But it just showed me right then that they're in contact with the cruise ship and the excursion companies. But I will say this, that the excursions booked through the ships are, of course, more expensive. And so if you can find an excursion outside the company, a reputable company, be careful when I say reputable, okay? You have to really do some research and know that there are companies out there that are worldwide that do this, and they are very big. Am I encouraging you to do that? I just encouraging you today to watch your budget. And so if excursions are something you want to do a bunch of, and you don't feel like you can do that maximizing your money through the cruise ship, then maybe you need to think about an outside excursion agency. But do buyers beware? No. If you're late getting back to the ship, they will leave you. They say that, and I think they take no effort in making sure that does not happen. Okay, so they want people to book through them, and so I just say I totally understand that. I have booked all my excursions through Carnival myself, just because of a fear. I see the pier runners and always think that is not something I want to be. We'll make a video on that on another day because I am going on a cruise in less than 3 weeks, so maybe we'll get some footage. That being said, number 3, the casino. Now, I am a player. I'm a Carnival Players Club member. I get Carnival Cruise offers. That's how I cruise. From the very first cruise, I did pay full price. After that, I got some awesome offers that I cannot thank Carnival enough for allowing me to be in the Players Club and giving me great deals. You know, I hear people say it all the time. They don't give you enough. They don't do this. Man, they go above and beyond a lot of times. And I am so grateful for Carnival and the Players Club because I've now been on several cruises and it was through a discounted cruise through the Carnival Players Club. But I do say you have to gamble responsibly, guys, okay? You have to know your budget. It's like excursions, it's like anything. What is your budget? Don't come in, blow the doors off, mortgage your house on a cruise. Okay, it's the same thing if you go to Vegas and you gamble the house away. Then you're probably not going to be a good gambler on a cruise ship because man, you're going to be on there for several days, especially if you take a 6, 7, 8 day cruise or longer. My wife and I have been on 7 and 8 day cruises, and there's numerous sea days, and the casino will call you. There's no doubt about it, and so you get to spend a lot of time in there if that's what you enjoy to do and you budget your money for that. Now, I will tell you throughout the year myself, I take a vacation every 6 months, and through that 6 months, I literally spend no money on myself. It is amazing how cheap I can be. I will literally take a sandwich to lunch, not have a Dr. Pepper here and there to save a couple bucks. Starbucks, I do away with all that. Why? So every day I can save a little bit of money, so that when I go on the cruise ship, I can spend money at my ports and I can gamble with the casino. But be very careful with number 3, the casino, because, hey, excuse me, the casinos will get you, okay? Number 4, it's something that a lot of people do. It's buy the photo packages. And the photo packages are really cool and great and catchy with some little theme that they have put up for you, right? And you're in some kind of little funny pose. But really, when it comes down to it, they're very expensive printed pictures that the ship makes lots of money on. And that's why everywhere you look, you will see photographers grabbing pictures of you in different places. Now, I will say, I have bought a few of those pictures. I really have. For me, I like to buy the ones that have the sign of the port. So every time you port somewhere, there will be a sign there with that port. I like to grab a picture there. It's just kind of one of the things I do. It's an 8x10 of my wife and myself, and I have a picture of the port, and I put it on the wall. It's just something that I do, kind of like this guy behind me right here. If anybody's never seen this guy before, this is called Cruise Map. Cruisemaps.com. Very, very cool thing. You can come back after a cruise, map your cruise out. They print out this wonderful thing from you, from an 8x10 to a 20x36 or something. I can't remember the biggest one. I've got a big one in the kitchen, big one at my office as well. This one's a little smaller one, but it's an amazing thing. It maps your cruise out completely, and it's a really cool thing on the backside. I do buy photos from the ports of just those pictures, but everything else on the ship where they try to catch you going all over and get a picture here and a picture there, guys, those end up being expensive pictures. If you do buy the photos, be very careful on the packages that you buy, or just buy singles at a time. Pick the ones you like, because if you buy some photo packages with 25 photos, something like that, you may not get 25 good photos that you want. You'll spend a couple $100 on that. I mean, it really is expensive when it comes down to it. They do great pictures. I'm not going to say they don't. Professional photographers with really great equipment, it just can be, excuse me, very expensive. So when it comes down to it, be very careful when you are doing the photo packages, all right? And the last thing, number 5, and I saved it for number 5 for this reason, it is the drink package. When it comes to drink packages, it's always the controversy. I hear it every day. Should I buy the drink package? Should I not buy the drink package? Mike, you know, if I want the drink package, it's $80 a person per day or whatever it is. It's somewhere in that range, and that's on Carnival. Other ships, it's more expensive. $80 a person per day, per person that's in your cabin. It's not like one person can choose to do it and the other can't. If they're in your cabin, they have to do it. That's the one rule they make, because they don't want people sharing and getting out of money. And so they literally make you both get it. Think about that. That is $160 a day. If you're on an 8-day cruise, that adds up really, really quick. Now, some people say, well, you could get 15 drinks a day, Mike, and it's well worth the money because the drinks are $16 a piece. And man, I don't want to spend all that money. I totally agree. And that's why I would say, number 1, have 1 or 2 drinks a day at the most, and watch what you drink. But if you were going to go full out and you know you're going to have at least 6 drinks a day, then that would be the time to get the drink package. Because also, you're not just going to be able to get your drinks, you're going to be able to get coffee, milkshakes, Smoothies. I mean, when we go on a cruise here in 3 weeks, my wife and I'm going to wake up and have Java Blue coffee. And I don't have to pay extra for it. I'm going to get smoothies in between meals, and we're not going to pay extra for it. Red Bulls, they're free. So when you think of a drink package, think of all encompassing, not just your alcoholic beverages, okay? But again, think, am I going to spend $80 a day per person? Man, that's a lot. I can just drink tea and water, Mike. Got it. But wait, here's an alternative. If you do think, I want to have a few drinks while I'm on the ship, Mike, I want to have my little Malibu and pineapple. Okay, here's your alternative. When you're on your site and you're booking and you're doing your planning and you go to your planning and details, you can go to beverages and you can order a bottle of your favorite adult beverage. Is that tequila? Is it rum? Is it whatever? It could be whiskey. It could be Chivas Regal or Jack Daniels. Now, it's going to be very overpriced. I can tell you, I was just looking the other day for somebody and showing them, and it was $135 a bottle for Malibu rum. It was $135 for Jack Daniels. So you got to think and go, $135 for a bottle? Yeah, but are you going to drink that bottle and throughout the cruise? I mean, if I break that down over 7 days, $135, especially for you and your loved one, whoever's with you, that's a whole lot cheaper than spending $80 a day per person, $160 a day times 6, 7, 8 days, whatever you're doing. All right. So this is an alternative to that. That's number 5 on my number 5 list, guys. Out of 5 things, that's the things I tell you, watch your money on, because certainly on a cruise, these things can eat you up. The spa, the salon, no doubt. The excursions, the photo packages, the casino, and lastly, the beverages. The beverage package will eat you up. I've definitely had a lot of people say they spend a lot of money there, but I've had people say they made horrible regrets by not getting the beverage package because they did drink extra coffee and they had smoothies and they drank numerous alcoholic beverages a day and they spent more than they would have. That's why this video is here for you. Plan ahead, think ahead. What are we going to do? Let's have the discussion. Is it better for us to buy a bottle, put it in the room? It's waiting for you. Obviously, you cannot take it outside the room, but you can certainly save some money by doing that if that is your idea of having an alcoholic beverage while you're on the cruise ship, not having to get the drink package, not stepping up to a bar and spending $16 on a beverage through one of the bars. So those are 5 things today, guys, to think about when you're on your cruise ship. These are 5 things to save your money, to budget, things to plan ahead. So when you're planning your 2026 or 2027 cruise, 5 things to think about. There you go. Food for thought. My name is Michael Merritt with the Born to Cruise channel. I appreciate you watching today. If you liked the video, like and subscribe. That helps us grow. Have an awesome and amazing day. Until next time, stay born to cruise.